races between them.
I can't get the tape up. I know, I can't go back.
Beach Road turns again. And Beach Road has started all right. Tipping Tim, one of the early leaders, with Howe Street and Golden Freeze a little bit slower way as they jump the first, and all safely over it. All safely over the first of the 15 fences, with Sirrah J going up to join Milford Key on the outside, Howe Street the grey on the near side, and those three disputing it, with another Coral very prominent in 4, with Brandeston 5, but it's Sirrah J setting a very fast gallop with the grey Howe Street, then Brandeston on the outside of Milford Key, and then comes another Coral, and then King's Fountain on his outside as they jump the third. And behind him is Space Fair, and then comes Torren Field, and one of the back markers is Gale again, and so quite a long run towards the next. Right over in the murk here with Howe Street and Sirrah J setting a really fast pace. Milford Key in third, behind him comes King's Fountain. Then on the inside, another Coral. Howe Street, as they come to this, Howe Street lands in the lead from Sirrah J, then Brandeston, who's jumped right up there. General Idea is one of the back markers at the moment as they jump the fifth. Howe Street, the grey, leads Sirrah J and Brandeston. Then Milford Key over on the far side. Quite prominent is Golden Freeze. Just in behind Golden Freeze is Torren Field. Coming now down towards the fence that'll be the last on the next circuit. Number 6, and Brandeston has taken it up now from Howe Street. Sirrah J comes next in third, then comes Golden Freeze 4. Then Edberg, with Edberg is Nosnaguiha. King's Fountain on the far side, another Coral is next. Milford Key has lost quite a few places. And Brandeston being joined once again by Howe Street. These two, Golden Freeze has moved into third, just ahead of Sirrah J, who's now being passed by King's Fountain, with Nosnaguiha next, and then comes Space Fair and another Coral, then Torren Field, and then Beach Road, who's made a place or two. Racing downhill with Howe Street, once again the leader from Brandeston. Then comes Golden Freeze, King's Fountain travelling well in fourth, then comes Space Fair, Nosnaguiha, another Coral, and Milford Key over the 8th. The next will be the Water. And a faller there's Milford Key. Milford Key's gone there as they come to the Water. It's still Howe Street the leader. Howe Street from Brandeston. Then Golden Freeze, then King's Fountain on the inside, another Coral going well, Nosnaguiha still well in touch, Peter Scudamore's up on his feet all right, and here they come to the first of the ditches, with Howe Street the leader. Howe Street lands in the lead from Brandeston, there's Howe Street is gone! Howe Street a faller at that one, unseated his rider after a bad mistake at that. He's left Brandeston just in the lead from Golden Freeze as they come to the 11th, then comes King's Fountain. On the outside of King's Fountain is General Idea, who's making quite significant progress in the sheepskin noseband, but Brandeston is the leader from the riderless grey Howe Street. Then King's Fountain travelling easily on the inside of General Idea. Behind them come last year's winner, another Coral. Beach Road is making quite good progress, tipping Tim on the inside. King's Fountain a faller there. King's Fountain has gone at that one, and Brandeston is the leader from General Idea and tipping Tim. Brandeston and Declan Murphy from Brendan Sheridan on the Irish, one of the two Irish hopes. General Idea with tipping Tim, making progress on the outside. Another Coral is 4, Beach Road is 5, Torren Field is 6, and then comes Nosnaguiha 7 as they race down now towards the third last in the Mackeson. Tipping Tim coming there strongly towards the left of the picture. General Idea on the right in the sheepskin noseband. Brandeston between horses. Another Coral still coming strongly too, and then comes Beach Road, and is Brandeston the leader from tipping Tim, and another Coral. Then comes General Idea, who's lost a couple of places. Brandeston on the right of the picture, tipping Tim on the left. Another Coral between horses. Tipping Tim lands in the lead from Brandeston and another Coral, and Beach Road still making ground. They're racing round the home turn now, and it's Tipping Tim, the leader, from another Coral, last year's winner. Then comes Beach Road in third as they race towards the last in the 1992 Mackeson, and it's Tipping Tim, the gamble of the race, from another Coral, last year's winner, then Beach Road, then General Idea. Tipping Tim by 3 lengths lands from another Coral in second, another Coral putting in a tremendous run. It's Tipping Tim on the far side, another Coral on the near side. Beach Road in third, General Idea 4. Tipping Tim is going to hold them all and win it easily, and at the line it's a local triumph. Tipping Tim has won the Mackeson. Beach Road is getting up to a photo with another Coral. It's a photo of a second and third between Beach Road and another Coral, with General Idea 4, Brandeston 5, Spacefair 6, 7, Edberg 8, Torrent Field, and 9, Nos Naguiha. They're the only finishers, and so the result of the 1992 Mackeson Gold Cup is first, number 4, Tipping Tim, owned by Mrs. Jenny Mole, trained by Nigel Twiston Davis, and ridden by Carl Llewellyn. It's a photo for second place. A photo between number 6, another Coral, last year's winner and previously second as well, and the former champion hurdler Beach Road. These two, who are winners of 9 races over the course between them. General Idea, the challenger from Ireland, was 4th, but this is the winner. Number 4, Tipping Tim, a 7-year-old by King's Ride out of Janari by Reform Character, top rated by Time Form, and he was the gamble of the race, now winner of 10 of his 30 races. Here's how he won the 1992 Mackeson Gold Cup.
Yes, a marvellous Mackeson, and the ground took its toll, and the first serious victim was Milford Key in the blue and white hoop colours, just in the leading group, but behind the 2 leaders here in about 4th or 5th. Peter Scudamore met the fence wrong and paid the penalty. Comes down too steep, looked like quite a soft ball, and Peter Skew should have got away without too much damage. Up front, meanwhile, the grey House Street was running a terrific race, and coming to the one after the water here, House Street with about a length advantage over Brandeston, and he jumped really well for Andy Orkney up until now, but he left his hind legs behind there and threw Andy Orkney over his right shoulder, and he once again seems to have avoided being kicked. That left Brandeston in front, and now the most important fall in the race, because King's Fountain, the top weight, back in second place here, seemed to be absolutely cantering. Ploughed through the fence, went straight through it, very nearly brought down another Coral. That was a horrible fall, and we'll be pleased to see Anthony Torrey back on his feet after that. But what an unlucky horse he is here at Cheltenham King's Fountain. Up front, Declan Murphy, only a pound overweight, looks over his shoulder on Brandeston, sees that his nearest pursuer is the Irish top weight, or the top weight of the Irish 2, General Idea, but Dermot Wells' worst fears were confirmed, and the ground is a little bit too soft for this horse. And now as they run down the hill, Carl Llewellyn looms up on Tipping Tim on the outside. This horse who won 2 weeks ago at Wetherby over 3 miles, back to 2.5 today, and at the third last he's in the air together with Brandeston. Another Coral on their heels in 3rd place. 4th is General Idea, and look at Beach Road, the former champion hurdler, getting into it with the orange cap on the outside. But coming down to this one, the fight's really on, and Tipping Tim's got control of the race. Whether the riderless grey there just caught his eye, he wasn't too tidy at that one, but he's gone now round the elbow and kicked for home. This horse, the ground's really come in his favour. Tipping Tim, a good staying horse, the gamble of the race, 12-1 down to 11-2. And at the last, he seems to have everything under control with a 3 or 4 lengths lead from last year's winner, another Coral, jumps it well enough, and Richard Dunwoody just for a moment has a moment of hope on another Coral. Back in 3rd is Beach Road, who runs on really well, but this horse is in terrific form this season. Tipping Tim won his last 2 races. Carl Llewellyn, the Grand National winning jockey, kicks him all the way up this Cheltenham hill, and he stays on for a famous win in the Mackeson by a 5 or 6 length margin from another Coral, almost certain is second, in a photo with Beach Road.
We'll see him up there.